Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And today, a lot of clouds out there. We talked about it last night during the evening news. A cold front did. We talked about it moving through, and it did move through this afternoon. And that brought all these clouds in, kept our temperatures down well below normal for most of us around north central Washington today. And boy, this shot from this afternoon of those dark clouds out there with showers. And we are seeing showers which will continue tonight, and then things calm down somewhat for Thursday and things get very nice. But we are seeing some windy conditions out there today. 20-mile-an-hour gusts in Wenatchee so far today, but the windier weather over in the Columbia Basin around Moses Lake, where we could see 32-mile-an-hour gusts, 43-mile-an-hour gusts possible over towards Ritzville. So I-90 corridor travel east towards Spokane, very windy this afternoon, and that could continue into tonight as well. We'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The price you pay for Chelan County PUD electrical service will be going up as early as next year. And 4th District U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse will have a very busy day in Okanogan County tomorrow. We'll tell you his itinerary. But first, we begin tonight. A professional fishing guide is credited with saving the life of a child who fell into the Columbia River yesterday. The rescue was reported on Facebook on Sam Baird's Wenatchee Fishermen's Forum page. Brad Wagner of Bobber Down Guide Service, was reportedly fishing with a group of clients when he heard cries for help coming from the shore. The child's mother was trying to swim after her child but couldn't catch him as he floated downriver and away from the shoreline. Wagner approached and his clients threw the child afloat tied to a rope and pulled him on board. The fishermen then helped the mother to safety. It appears that all are okay. Well, the price you pay for Chelan County PUD electrical service will be going up as early as next year, according to General Manager Steve Wright. NCWLIFE Steve Hare has the details.
The rate increases are being proposed as part of the Public Utilities Long-Term Strategic Plan. Wright says public engagement played an integral part in establishing topics of greatest concern.
We also did 2 surveys, the last of which was a broad customer survey that we sent to all of our customers. Voluntarily, they got to choose whether to participate or not. And we're really happy with the fact that 3,700 people chose to fill out the survey and send it back to us. And that was not an easy survey. It took time to be able to engage in it. So now we feel an onus on us to make sure that we are listening to what we've been told and try to translate that into policies. And we've done the best we can to try to understand what they were telling us and translate that into what is now the draft strategic plan that our board released on Monday. We will now go into further public comment on the draft strategic plan, including a couple of public meetings and always the opportunity for people to appear before our board as well. Written comment will be due about the middle of September.
Wright tells NCWLIFE News the district has already achieved one of its goals to pay down long-term debt as identified in the last 5-year plan.
So that particular goal goes away because we've achieved it. What we've heard from our customers is we would like you to remain financially resilient and strong and be prepared in case things go bad, because we know that we rely a lot on wholesale revenues. About 80% of our revenues come from selling power outside the county, and those are volatile and unpredictable markets. Sometimes they treat us really good, as they have in the last few years, but there's always the risk they could treat us badly. So our customer said, we would prefer that you do something like small average rate of inflation type increases through time, rather than be exposed to the risk of large rate increases if you didn't do good planning.
As a result, commissioners are considering establishing a rainy day account funded by a 3% electric rate increase starting in 2021. Wright said the increase would also help offset possible decreases in revenue from the sale of surplus power on the wholesale market.
What we're looking at in terms of electric rates is you could make an argument that we don't need a rate increase, and probably even a pretty good argument in that regard. Certainly not in the short term. We've had some very good years financially, and we're in good financial shape. The concerns that we have, and what the topic team dove into, was that what happens today is we take the margin that we make off of a wholesale sale through the hedging contracts, and then translate that into a reduction in our retail rate. So we charge less than our cost of service for our retail rate. That difference, the amount of, when we keep our rates flat, the amount that we're subsidizing our retail rates is growing through time. And the margin on wholesale sales has been good, but the wholesale market has come down from where it was in 2013. We're not quite sure where it's going in the future, and that's really the cause for the concern, is it could go down, it could go up. So the idea is take some actions early, put some money in a rate stabilization fund and have it sitting there so that we are better cushioned to be able to deal with if there is a further decline in the wholesale market.
Now, the PAD is also looking to bring water, wastewater, and wholesale fiber optic services closer to being self-sustaining through rate increases. The plans are scheduled for final board action in October. A public open house will be held September 5th. You can access the draft strategic plan on our website at ncwlife.com. Steve Hare, NCWLIFE News.
4th District U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse will have a very busy day in Okanogan County on Thursday. First, he'll participate in a breakfast roundtable with healthcare professionals to discuss the successes and challenges facing rural healthcare providers in Okanogan County. He'll also be given a tour of Mid-Valley Hospital and the new Washington Department of Natural Resources fire base in Omak. At noon, Newhouse will have a lunch with a group of stakeholders from the Methow Valley, where he'll receive an award for his work to protect the Methow Valley headwaters from mining, and then will wrap up his visit with pinning ceremonies in Okanogan to honor the heroes of the Vietnam War. Coming up next, information regarding the 2020 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival has been announced. We'll tell you the story of a police officer who turned an old police car into a tribute to fallen officers. And Ohme Gardens is putting its 59 stone benches up for adoption. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Being able to support yourself and your family is an important part of who we are. We all need to know we're able to provide ourselves with a secure future. Some job seekers have a harder time finding work. That's why Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is here, a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to help people find work. When you shop at or donate to Goodwill, you're really being a job creator.
Make plans to attend the August 30th grand opening of the all-new Goodwill on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick.
Welcome back. In another news, Lori Reed of Mitchell, Reed, Schmidt & Insurance will be heading up the 101st Washington State Apple Blossom Festival as Director General. Festival Administrator Darcy Christofferson says Reed has been involved with the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Pageant and was Royalty Chaperone in 2014 and 2015. She's also served on the board and executive committee many times throughout the last 10 years, and her 2 daughters were top 10 candidates. Also, following the 100th festival last year, Bloomin' Fun 101 is the theme for the 2020 Apple Blossom Festival. The festival's largest fundraiser, by the way, the 24th annual auction, is coming up and scheduled for October 26th. Well, in April, Officer Mike Bogenreef of the Liberty Lake Police Department had an idea for paying tribute to law enforcement officers who had died in the line of duty. His idea began with a plain white Crown Victoria police car. Since then, officers have joined that effort, recruiting sponsors and raising money to make the tribute car happen. In just 4 short months, the tribute car with names of the fallen officers displayed on the hood has become a popular attraction at car shows, parades, and other events throughout eastern Washington. This week, the Grant County Sheriff's Office expressed its thanks to Liberty Lake Police for including Grant County Deputy John Bernard, who was killed in the line of duty on January 3rd of 2010. Ohme Gardens is putting its 59 stone benches up for adoption. The Chelan County-owned attraction is offering the 10-year adoptions for anywhere from $10,000 for a stone picnic table and 4 benches to $500 for some of the single benches. The stone benches were handcrafted by the Ohme family. Those adopting a bench will have a plaque on a sponsorship board at the entrance to the gardens. They'll also receive free entrance to the gardens depending on the sponsorship level. The money raised will go toward preservation and enhancement of Ohme Gardens. Thus far, 5 of the benches have been adopted. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Some jobs are a calling. They take passion and a devotion to the community. They're here for your kids, guiding the next generation of leaders. At GISA Credit Union, we help you support local teachers. Every purchase you make with the GISA Local Heroes Affinity Debit Card, we make a donation to select teacher organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the GISA Teachers Affinity Debit Card.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Would you like a permanent firefighting position with the U.S. Forest Service right here in Wenatchee? Well, applications are being accepted through August 28th for positions located across 17 national forests in Oregon and Washington, including rappellers, engine captains, helitac, dispatch, hot shots, prevention, fuels, and more. In tonight's featured story, here's more on how you can become a Forest Service firefighter.
Stationed here in Wenatchee. We come in, we do our briefings to make sure we have all the intelligence we need for whatever the weather is or the environment they're going to be working in. And then we spend about an hour and a half doing physical training. After that, we do a lot more training, whether it's educational training or we're practicing on the helicopters here or actual live proficiencies, just making sure we have everything dialed for when we are called to a wildfire.
Okay, great. So Mike, I know you work for the Short Haul program, and this is the only co-located rappel program and short haul program in the nation. Pretty cool stuff. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what your day-to-day looks like?
So when we're here at the airbase, it's a very similar program. Aside from the work that we have the opportunity to do here, when weather and time and staffing provides, we're able to get out and do project work, which enables us to maintain proficiency in our skills, such as felling and working with our primary firefighting tools. The biggest difference between the two programs is on the medical side of things. If there's an injured firefighter, our group is able to insert medically trained personnel to assist in extracting that injured individual. So we spend a little more time focusing on medical training and other training that benefits our side of large fire support here at the base.
Okay, very good. So you mentioned large fires, and although this season here in Central Washington has been a little bit slower than average, certainly after some of the big seasons that we've seen in past years, you guys travel all around the nation. So what does that look like in a given year?
We have a really fortunate program here that the majority of the individuals and the aircraft that are based here are nationally funded, so we're able to travel all over the country to fight fire, and whether that's doing remote initial attack or going out and doing large fire support on the bigger incidents. Anywhere in the country, we have that travel that's built into our season. So it might look like starting out in Arizona or New Mexico or somewhere in the Southwest early season when they dry out before we do, or on years like this year, we've spent the last month to 5 weeks up in Alaska helping with their fire season.
All right, well, with me today, I have a copy of our nifty hiring packet. If you like things in paper or want a checklist that's all written down for you, we have these at the supervisor's office in Wenatchee, as well as our district offices from Tonasket and the Methow Valley, all the way down to Natchez in the Yakima area.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to those details, let's take a peek outside today, our cloudy weather window, as we take a look outside at Columbia River from our, I believe, Waterville camera, looking down at the Rondo area. And we are seeing clouds out there. The clouds began moving in about late this morning into early afternoon. We are seeing some showers and have been seeing showers throughout the afternoon hours all across much of North Central Washington. Lots of wind, though. Not so much here in the Wenatchee area, but plenty of wind over to our east in the Columbia Basin. But high temperatures today, really not all that bad, about like we expected them to be today at 84 degrees, just a tick below where we should be for our normal high temperature at 85. Boy, you probably noticed it this morning as you headed out the door. A warm overnight low, 69 unofficially at Pangbourne Airport in Wenatchee. 60 is our normal low temperature. 100 degrees, our record high. That was set back in 2005. Record low of 46, set back in 1960. No new precipitation yet that's measurable anyway, but we could change that as we meet tomorrow night during the evening news. Sunrise this morning was at 6:05, and the sun will set tonight at 8:02. Let's take a peek now at your Thursday forecast and see how things shape up around North Central Washington. A really nice day tomorrow. It will be breezy once again, not quite as windy as today. Temperatures very mild though, 83 degrees in Ephrata and Moses Lake, 81 the high temperature in Wenatchee, 80 in Kashmir. A little bit cooler as we move up in elevation, only 70 degrees for a high tomorrow in Lake Wenatchee, 80 if you're heading to Lake Chelan. Sounds great, does it, for a Thursday? And all the way up in Omak, temperature tomorrow at 83 degrees. Not a lot to show you as far as our surface loop goes. We will see some scattered showers once again lingering tonight. We're just going to say isolated showers for the Wenatchee Valley. Most of the activity will be over into Spokane and down in the Palouse area. Cloudy skies will stay with us though tonight. As we move into Thursday, sunshine will return. We will see some breezy conditions at times, 5 to 15 miles an hour, although most of the wind will push back into Montana along this cloudiness. And then Thursday, a mix of sun and a few clouds out there, a bit breezy. As we end the week on Friday, boy, things look nice. Mostly sunny and warmer all over the western United States. High pressure out in the Pacific will creep a little bit closer to us. There you can just see it on the screen, and that will provide a very nice northwesterly to westerly flow into north central Washington. That is normal for this time of year. Saturday and Sunday, just nice, although we could see some breezy conditions by late in the day on Sunday. Notice the red and purple right here through the Purcell Trench down into the Wenatchee Valley. That's where we'll see most of the wind, but not a lot late Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. Monday then, sunny and warmer as we kick off our next work week. Notice the oranges. That means about 80 to 85 degrees, and that's where we'll be Monday, also into Tuesday with sunny skies and warmer temperatures. And past that, we might even go into the 90s once again as we make our way through August. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune 7-day forecast. Tonight, we'll drop down to 59 degrees, about where we should be for this time of year. We're going to stay a little bit cool though for Thursday at 81 for a high temperature. Breezy conditions at times tomorrow, 5 to 15 miles an hour. It'll mainly be during the afternoon. Partly cloudy on Friday and a little bit warmer at 84. As we kick off our weekend, I'll tell you what, things look great this weekend. Sunny to mostly sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. 84 Saturday, 83 your high temperature on Sunday. Warming up though, 86 with sunshine Monday and all the way up to 88 degrees on Tuesday with a low then of 63 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat. Poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
If you want to work in IT, here's a tip. Employers value IT certifications. 91% say they play a key role in hiring. 72% require them for certain job openings. Improve your odds of getting the job. Enroll in the Computer Networking Systems program at Charter College. In 14 months, you could earn an associate degree and 6 IT certifications. Get started at chartercollegeIT.com, where we work to get you to work.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. We continue our preview of the upcoming high school football season just a couple of weeks away. The Eastmont Wildcats claimed its first Big Nine title since 2012 last year and played in the state tournament for the first time ever. I had a chance to sit down with Eastmont coach Michael Don yesterday and asked how much his team can revel on the successes from last year.
You enjoy it during the time, and you let the kids enjoy it, but then you kind of move forward and try to keep building on it. You know, we always want to get a little bit better, and last year's last year, and now we got a new group of kids, and we got to try to get them back to the same kind of success.
What, first time since the early 2010s that you guys were able to pick up a Big Nine championship. What does that mean for your program? What does that mean, if anything, for your coaching staff and for the district of Eastmont as far as the reputation of Eastmont football?
I think it means a lot to the kids. You know, we sold them on, you know, you work hard and you're going to accomplish great things. And so far, this group of kids has been able to build and have back-to-back successful seasons and kind of get a culminating, you know, Big Nine championship, last year's group of seniors. And then this group wants to continue that and just keep building on it. And I think it's good for the community. We've got a lot of support in that. A lot of people want to support the program, involved in different fundraising things for our, you know, our Booster Club auction, our golf tournament, and we've seen a lot of people excited about the future and kids excited about coming up to the program, and I think that's big.
Coach Don, his staff and players have been attending the summer camp at Eastern Washington University for the past several years. He says it has really helped with team chemistry.
It was a good camp. It's exciting for our kids. We used to go to the camp here locally, and you know, the kids and the parents, they really wanted to try something new, give the kids a different experience, get out of town, and we get done in June. It's awesome for our kids to be able to enjoy their summer a little bit, and so, you know, we get ready for Eastern camp. You go over there, they get to go out to a beautiful college campus, get to work with the Eastern coaches and players, and see a lot of different teams that we would never get to see otherwise, and the kids love it. Time away from mom and dad's always fun for a high school kid, so they have fun in the dorms, they get to know each other, and it's just an opportunity to get them all in a close proximity and really build that team camaraderie.
We'll continue with more of our preview of Eastmont coming up tomorrow as we get ready for another season of Big Nine football here on the NCWLIFE channel. A Wenatchee High School graduate has become a member of the WIAA Executive Board. David Blakeney is the principal at Wapato High School. He'll fill the position of District 5 representative. Blakeney was a graduate of Wenatchee High School before earning his undergraduate degree from Eastern Washington University, his master's from Central. Before taking the role of principal at Wapato, Blakeney also was the athletic director for a couple of years and experience in coaching basketball, football, and softball at the high school and the middle school level. WIAA Executive Board comprised of 13 school or athletic administrators from member schools across the state, including one representative from each of the 9 WIAA districts. Congratulations to David Blakeney. Well, the Mariners' 4-game winning streak came to an end today as Tampa Bay walked off on a wild pitch in the bottom of the ninth to win it 7-6. It spoiled a great comeback in the top of the ninth inning. Daniel Vogelbach homered. Malik Smith had a 2-run triple. That gave the Mariners a 6-5 lead, but then the bottom of the ninth, Kevin Kiermaier homered to lead off the ninth to tie it at 6. Mariner reliever Matt McGill was left in the game and allowed to load the bases before firing a wild pitch to Tommy Pham. That allowed Willie Adames to score easily from third base with the winning run. Mariners win streak over. J.P. Crawford went 3 for 5 at the plate and scored a run for Seattle, who finishes the road trip 6-3. Mariners return home Friday to host Toronto in the first of a 3-game weekend series. Now, going back to last night, Kyle Seager continued swinging a hot bat, hitting a 2-run home run in the first and an RBI double in the 7th. Tom Murphy also belted a 2-run homer in the 6th inning as Seattle raced an early 4-2 deficit and won 7-4. Tommy Malone earned the victory on the mound, going 5 innings, allowing 4 runs on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts. He improved his record to 3-7 on the season. Now, taking a look at the Les Schwab American League West scoreboard from last night, Mike Trout was 2 for 4 with his career best 42nd home run to lead the Angels over the Rangers 5-1. Andrew Heaney went 8 innings on the mound and struck out 14 to earn the win for Los Angeles. Now, that was the first game of a day-night doubleheader. In the nightcap, Delino DeShields scored the winning run in the bottom of the 11th inning for Texas in a 3-2 victory on a fielding error by first baseman Albert Pujols. Jose Altuve was 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 RBIs to lead Houston past Detroit 6-3. Matt Olson and Mark Canha hit back-to-back homers in a 3-run first inning. Oakland went on for a 6-2 win over the New York Yankees. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's Learn, Guada TV, Street Talk and Other Stuff, the 12th District, Life with Lisa, and the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
My first experience with CVCH, I had to come in with my daughter by myself with a cut in my hand that required stitches. And the care and compassion of CVCH was really significant, that they took the care and compassion and made me feel more as a human instead of just a patient there. The care they have for their community all around, inside and outside the clinic, is what I feel like is different. And that's what makes me want to come back to CVCH and recommend them to my friends and family.
I Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.